Hey there, friends and fellow journeyers on the path of self-improvement. I'm your host, Alex, and today we're going to dive deep into some truths behind the self-improvement concepts that have taken our society by storm. But before we get into it, let me share something with you. So I tried one of those popular Transform Your Life in 7 Days challenges. Spoiler alert, on day 8, I was right back where I started. Same old habits, same old mindset. It was a classic case of a quick fix falling flat, and it got me thinking about why these miraculous promises never seem to stick. Have you ever experienced something similar? Let me know in the comments below. In our quest for betterment, the idea of self-improvement has become more than just a concept. It's a cultural phenomenon. Everywhere we look, from books to blogs to social media feeds, we see strategies and stories promising us a better life. But with all this information at our fingertips, how do we separate the gold from the gimmicks? That's what we're here to explore. Remember, engaging with self-improvement is a journey, not a sprint. As we move forward, keep in mind that true growth takes time, patience, and a bit of trial and error. So stay tuned because we've got some great insights coming up next. As we previously uncovered, the charm of self-improvement often lures us with promises of swift transformation. But let's dive deeper and ask ourselves, why is the idea of a quick fix so tempting? Let's peel back the layers. Instant gratification. In a world of fast food and one-click shopping, patience is a rare commodity. We're wired to seek immediate results, making the concept of instant change incredibly seductive. Overwhelming marketing. Advertisements bombard us with images of overnight success, convincing us that rapid change is not just possible, but easy to achieve with the right solution. The power of testimonials. Nothing sells a quick fix like a good story. Testimonials from those who've supposedly made it stoke our desire for the same instant success. Yet beneath the shiny surface of these quick fixes lies a truth often ignored. Real sustainable change requires time and effort. Habit formation doesn't happen overnight. It's a process that involves trial, error, and persistence. Neuroscience tells us that rewiring our brains for new habits can take anywhere from 18 to 254 days. That's a far cry from the 21 days to a new you myth. Popular quick fix concepts and their pitfalls. Crash diets. Ever heard of losing 10 pounds in 10 days? Not only are such diets often nutritionally unbalanced, but they also ignore the importance of establishing healthy, long-term eating habits. Get-rich-quick schemes. The lure of making fast money can lead to risky investments or even scams. True financial wellness is built on sound and consistent financial planning. Weekend boot camps, seminars claiming to revolutionize your life in a weekend may offer inspiration, but without continuous practice and integration into daily life, the effects are usually short-lived. Now I want you to pause for a moment. Think about a time when you opted for a quick fix. Did it bring lasting change, or did you find yourself back at square one once the initial excitement wore off? Remember, true growth is like cultivating a garden. It takes time, care, and persistent effort. And occasionally, despite our best efforts, some plants may not thrive as expected. That's okay. It's all part of the journey. To wrap up this section, let's acknowledge that while the appeal of quick fixes is understandable, the path to lasting self-improvement is more akin to a marathon than a sprint. Let's commit to the long run, shall we? If you've ever been tempted by a quick fix, or have a story to share about a time you learned the hard way that slow and steady wins the race, drop it in the comments below. Smash that like button if you're enjoying the deep dive into self-improvement concepts, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights on making meaningful changes in your life. As we've just seen, the initial rush of a quick fix solution is like a sugar high. It's thrilling but short-lived. Now let's dig into why trading temporary solutions for long-term mindset shifts is like swapping out candy for nutrient-rich food. It fundamentally changes how you grow and thrive. Picture this. You're sailing smoothly on the quick fix boat, but suddenly the waters get rough and you realize there's no engine. You've plateaued, or worse, started sinking back into old habits. Why? because temporary solutions don't address the underlying currents. It's time to build a boat with an engine, a deep, powerful mindset shift that propels you forward, even through stormy seas. Root causes, digging deeper for growth. Identify your whys. Start by asking yourself, what are the real reasons behind your goals? Understanding your motivations can reveal the root issues at play. Reflective journaling. Keep a journal to track your thoughts and behaviors. Over time, patterns emerge, highlighting the core beliefs that need shifting. Feedback loop. Seek honest feedback from trusted friends or mentors. They can provide insights into blind spots you might be missing. By doing this groundwork, you're setting the stage for genuine and sustainable self-improvement. So, how do we turn over the soil of our minds to allow for new growth? Here are some strategies for cultivating those all-important mindset shifts. Embrace learning. Approach life as a continuous learning journey. Every experience, especially the challenging ones, is an opportunity to grow. Practice mindfulness. Stay present and aware. Mindfulness helps you notice when you're slipping into old patterns and gives you the power to choose a different path. Reframe challenges. Instead of seeing challenges as obstacles, view them as puzzles to solve. This reframing can shift your mindset from one of avoidance to one of engagement and curiosity. Consistency over intensity. Small, consistent actions lead to significant changes over time. Like water shapes rock, not through force, but through persistence. Let's use visual aids here. Imagine a graph on the screen showing the trajectory of a mindset shift. It's not a linear climb, there are ups and downs, but the overall direction is upward. That's the kind of sustainable growth we're aiming for. Remember, it's about progress, not perfection. How about you? Have you been leaning on short-term fixes that fizzled out? What's one root cause you could address today to start a true mindset shift? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's learn from each other. And if you're finding value in this deep dive into self-improvement truths, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more content that goes beyond the surface. Stay tuned for the next section where we'll explore how self-compassion can be a game changer in your self-improvement journey. Building on our previous exploration of mindset shifts, let's delve into a critical aspect that often gets overlooked: how we treat ourselves during our self-improvement journey. It's easy to become your own worst critic, but it's time to discuss why that might be more harmful than helpful. Have you ever found yourself caught in a spiral of negative self-talk? It's like having an internal voice that constantly highlights your flaws, mistakes, and shortcomings. This isn't just disheartening, it can actively derail your progress. Studies show that excessive self-criticism can lead to increased stress, anxiety, and even depression. Now that we understand the toll self-criticism can take, let's shift our focus to a more nurturing approach. Self-compassion is about treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding you'd offer a good friend. Dr. Kristen Neff, a leading expert on self-compassion, suggests that this practice is composed of three main elements: self-kindness versus self-judgment, common humanity versus mindfulness versus over-identification. By embracing self-compassion, we create a supportive inner environment that's conducive to growth and learning. Let's get practical. How can you incorporate self-compassion into your daily routine? Take a moment to breathe deeply when you're being hard on yourself. This can help you step back and gain perspective. Positive affirmations. Use affirmations to reinforce your self-worth. Remind yourself that everyone makes mistakes and that you're always growing. Journaling. Keep a self-compassion journal. When you're feeling self-critical, write down compassionate responses to these thoughts. Self-care practices. Engage in activities that nourish your body and soul, like exercise, meditation, or a hobby you love. Remember, these are not just tips but tools for building a healthier relationship with yourself. How does the idea of showing yourself compassion make you feel? Are you ready to soften that inner critic and become your own ally? I encourage you to try out these strategies and notice the difference in your self-improvement journey. If this section resonated with you, Share your experiences or plans for practicing self-compassion in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video if you found these insights helpful, and subscribe for more content designed to support your growth. Together, let's continue transforming not just our actions, but our inner dialogue as well. Welcome back. We've already discussed how self-compassion is a game changer in our self-improvement journey. But there's another crucial piece to the puzzle: setting realistic goals and expectations. This step is about creating a roadmap that guides us towards sustainable progress without setting ourselves up for disappointment. The significance of realistic goals. Realistic goals act as stepping stones, ensuring that each step we take is manageable and within reach. They provide clear direction and help measure progress, which keeps motivation high. By setting achievable targets, we're less likely to experience burnout or lose heart when things don't go as planned. Let me tell you, there's nothing quite like the feeling of ticking off a goal that was smartly set and well within your capabilities. It's like a small victory party in your head every time. The dangers of unrealistic expectations. Setting the bar too high can lead to inevitable failure, which can be discouraging and detrimental to our self-esteem. Unrealistic expectations often lead to a cycle of negative self-talk, which we learned to combat in the last section with self-compassion. They can also blur the line between ambition and overreaching, causing us to overlook the importance of balance in our lives. Think about it. Have you ever set a New Year's resolution only to abandon it by February? That's often because the expectation was unrealistic from the start. Guidance on achievable milestones. Start small. Break down larger goals into smaller, more manageable tasks that can be achieved step by step. Be specific. Vague goals breed vague results. Define clear, concrete actions that lead to your desired outcome. Time-bound. Set deadlines for your goals to maintain a sense of urgency and accountability. Flexible. Be prepared to adjust your goals as you progress. Life happens, and flexibility ensures you stay on track without being too hard on yourself. Celebrate successes. Don't forget to recognize and celebrate each milestone, no matter how small. This positive reinforcement can do wonders for your morale. Now let's bring this home with a visual aid. Imagine your goal is a mountain. If you try to leap to the top in one giant jump, you're going to fall. Instead, picture building a staircase up that mountain. Each step is an achievable goal, and each landing is a milestone where you can pause, catch your breath, and celebrate how far you've climbed. So here's a question for you. What's one goal you've been struggling with, and how can you break it down into manageable steps? Let's share and support each other in the comments below. Remember, every big achievement starts with the decision to try, and every journey begins with a single step. Hit that like button if you're ready to tackle your goals with a new perspective. And don't forget to subscribe for more insights on making the most of your self-improvement journey. Stay tuned for the next section, where we'll learn how to embrace failure as a stepping stone to success. So we've talked about setting realistic goals and how they can be the stepping stones towards our growth. But what happens when even those stones seem to slip from under us? When despite all the planning, we face failure? That's right, I said the dreaded F word. Failure. But here's a twist. What if I told you that failure isn't the pitfall we've been taught to fear, but rather a secret passage leading to success? Let's dismantle the myth that failure is a setback in self-improvement, and instead, see how it can be one of our greatest teachers. When we stumble, it feels like everything we've worked towards has come crashing down. But there's a silver lining. Each time we fail, we're presented with a unique opportunity to learn, to refine, and to come back stronger. Think of failure as a form of feedback, not the end of your story. Learning from mistakes. Each failure highlights areas that need improvement, which we might never have noticed otherwise. Resilience building. Bouncing back from failure builds resilience, an essential quality for long-term success. Innovation trigger. Often it's our failures that push us to think outside the box and innovate. Let's take a moment to bring some faces into the picture. History is dotted with inspiring individuals who turned their failures into stepping stones. Remember Thomas Edison? His 10,000 attempts at creating a light bulb were not 10,000 failures, but steps on the path to a revolutionary invention. Or what about J.K. Rowling, whose Harry Potter manuscript was rejected multiple times before becoming a global phenomenon? These stories showcase the potential that lies in embracing our missteps. Thomas Edison, his perseverance through thousands of failures led to the invention of the light bulb. Rejection didn't stop her. It fueled her determination to succeed with Harry Potter. Imagine if these icons had given up at the first sign of failure. The world would be devoid of some of its greatest creations. So with every setback we encounter, let's ask ourselves, what can this teach me? Turning setbacks into comebacks. Now let's get practical. How do we pivot from seeing failure as a stumbling block to leveraging it as a launchpad? Reflect, take time to analyze what went wrong. What can be learned? What can be done differently next time? Reframe. Shift your mindset to view failure as a source of information rather than a mark of incompetence. Recommit. Use the insights gained from your reflection to recommit to your goals with renewed vigor and strategy. Remember, it's not about failing, it's about learning to fail forward. By changing our relationship with failure, we change the trajectory of our self-improvement journey. And there you have it. Embracing failure isn't just a nice sentiment, it's a strategic move. Now, I'm curious to hear from you. How have your failures pushed you closer to your goals? Drop a comment below, and let's turn our collective setbacks into comebacks. Don't forget to hit like if you found value in this section, and subscribe to stay updated as we continue to unravel the truths behind popular self-improvement concepts. So we've talked about embracing failure as a stepping stone to success. Now, let's navigate the tightrope walk between striving to be better and accepting who we are. It's like wanting to climb a mountain while also loving the view from where you stand. Let's dive into why this balance is not just nice to have, but essential for our growth. Improving oneself is an admirable goal, but it can sometimes feel like a harsh tug-of-war with self-acceptance. Every step towards change can seem to whisper, "You're not good enough yet." That's not the voice of true self-improvement. That's self-doubt masquerading as motivation. True growth comes from a place of self-love, where we recognize our worth even as we aim to evolve. Imagine self-improvement as nurturing a plant. It's about creating the right conditions for growth, not forcing it to grow faster. It's crucial to cheer for ourselves at every mile of the marathon, not just at the finish line. Loving oneself isn't reserved for when we hit our goals. It's about appreciating who we are at this very moment. Remember, every version of you deserves respect and kindness. Integrating self-acceptance into our daily lives isn't just a feel-good tactic. It's a powerful strategy for sustainable self-improvement. Here's how you can make it a part of your routine. Morning affirmations. Start your day by affirming your worth. Stand in front of the mirror and say, "I am enough, just as I am." Journaling reflections. In the evening, jot down 3 things you did well that day. Focus on your efforts, not just the outcomes. Mindfulness breaks. Take short breaks throughout your day to practice mindfulness. This can help you stay rooted in the present and reduce self-judgment. And remember, everyone's path to balancing self-improvement with self-acceptance is unique. What's important is that you find what resonates with you. Now I want to hear from you. How do you maintain this balance in your own life? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and let's support each other in our journeys. If you found value in today's discussion, please give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights on your self-improvement journey. As we've just explored the dance between self-improvement and self-acceptance, let's pivot to a crucial part of our growth journey, seeking support and community. It's about not just loving ourselves, but also being open to love from others in the form of guidance and camaraderie. Picture this. You're climbing a mountain. Sure, going solo has its perks, but imagine the boost you'd get with a team encouraging every step, sharing tips, and even offering a hand when you stumble. That's what support and self-improvement looks like. It provides a sounding board for your ideas and challenges. You gain diverse perspectives that can spark innovative solutions. Support provides motivation on those days when your resolve wavers. Now, let's talk about community, the collective cheer squad we all deserve. A robust community offers more than just accountability. It's a wellspring of encouragement. A good community will hold you accountable to your goals, gently nudging you back on track. Encouragement from peers can lift your spirits and propel you forward. Sharing the journey makes successes sweeter and challenges less daunting. So where do you find these magical supporters? They're closer than you think. Look for local meetups or workshops centered around your interests. Online forums and social media groups are goldmines for niche communities. Consider joining or starting a mastermind group with like-minded individuals. Remember, the strength of your support system is not in numbers, but in quality. Even a single reliable accountability partner can make a world of difference. As you continue to weave self-improvement with self-acceptance, remember that the journey is as much about building relationships as it is about personal growth. Invite others into your journey and watch how the path broadens and the load lightens. How do you plan to seek out support and community to bolster your growth? Share your strategies or ask for advice in the comments below. And if you found value in this section, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights on making self-improvement a sustainable part of your life. Building relationships is as crucial to our self-improvement journey as the strategies we employ to grow. We've discussed the importance of community and support, but now let's pivot to the wealth of resources out there. It's time to turn a critical eye on how to separate the wheat from the chaff when it comes to self-improvement resources. With an overwhelming sea of books, courses, podcasts, and seminars, where do we start? The key is discernment. Not all self-help content is created equal, and some can do more harm than good. Look for evidence-based approaches, where the author or coach references scientific studies or established psychological principles. Check the author's credentials. Do they have formal education or professional experience in the field of personal development? Be wary of one-size-fits-all solutions. Personal growth is just that, personal. Resources should offer flexibility and adapt to individual needs. Expertise isn't just about titles. It's about proven results and recognition within the self-improvement community. Read reviews and testimonials, but look beyond the star ratings. Detailed reviews can reveal the true impact of the resource. Does the coach or program have a track record? Look for case studies or long-term follow-ups with past clients. Transparency is critical. Trustworthy resources will be upfront about methods, costs, and what they can realistically achieve. We've all seen the headlines, "Change your life in just 7 days." These sensational promises play on our desire for instant gratification, but real change is a marathon, not a sprint. Skepticism is healthy. Question bold claims and demand substantiation. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Watch out for buzzwords like quantum, vibration, or energy alignment used without clear explanations or scientific backing. Avoid programs that claim to have secret knowledge. In the age of information, credible techniques are widely studied and shared. Remember, friends, the best tool you have for evaluating resources is your own critical thinking. Don't let desperation for change cloud your judgment. Visual aids like charts comparing credible and non-credible sources, or graphics highlighting red flags in pseudoscientific claims can help solidify these points for our viewers. As you pace through this process, maintain a balance between skepticism and openness. Every source won't have all the answers, but they may have some pieces of the puzzle. Let's ensure those pieces fit into the larger picture of our well-being. Engage with me in the comments below. Have you ever encountered a self-improvement resource that seemed too good to be true? How did you navigate that, and what did you learn? As we wrap up this section, Don't forget to hit the like button if you find these insights useful and subscribe for more candid discussions on personal growth. Together, let's build a foundation of reliable knowledge to support our self-improvement journeys. All right, my friends, we've journeyed through the tangled world of self-improvement together. From debunking the myth of quick fixes to embracing failure as a stepping stone, we've covered some serious ground. Reflecting on our previous discussion about evaluating resources, remember, expertise, transparency, and a healthy dose of skepticism are your best allies in identifying the most credible and effective self-improvement avenues. Key Insights Recap. The allure of quick fixes is strong, but real change requires time and effort. Mindset shifts offer sustainable progress compared to temporary solutions. Self-compassion fosters growth more effectively than self-criticism does. Setting realistic goals can lead to attainable, lasting achievements. Failure isn't a setback, it's an invaluable learning opportunity. A balance between self-improvement and self-acceptance is crucial for inner harmony. Support and community can provide accountability and encouragement. Discerning credible resources is key. Look for evidence-based approaches and avoid pseudoscience. Now that we've armed ourselves with these insights, let's take a moment to ponder a pivotal question. How can you integrate sustainable self-improvement practices into your life today? Think about it. Maybe it's by choosing one small habit to cultivate, or by simply extending a little more kindness to yourself when you stumble. Whatever it may be, know that every step forward counts. We're not just here to talk at you, we want to hear from you. What resonated with you the most? Do you have any strategies that work wonders for you? Drop your thoughts and stories in the comments below. Your experiences could be the light guiding someone else's path. And hey, if you found value in our journey today, show some love by hitting that like button. If you're not already part of our community, consider subscribing to join us for more content like this. Together, we can keep growing, learning, and improving, one step at a time. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep striving, keep thriving, and remember, the truest improvements come from within.